I run a hotel and also I'm opening a consultancy business for hotels.
I have my company called Effectual Office, and it's a virtual assistant services company.
I'm Marie Stewart, and I work as a consultant in the area of diversity and inclusion.
I have a company that's called Corporate Energising Limited, and I specialise in working with teams and individuals, helping them to recognise and overcome challenges at work, or challenges with working with people at work.
I've come here today to try and get my children's project, where my children realise that each one of them has a special value which they can use as a strength in their life to live happier, more satisfying lives. I need a business person who can tell me how to monetize what we're doing so we can keep going, and also how to really get this show on the road.
I'm here today really to reconcile the dilemma between cause-related businesses and generating income and learning from experts in their field like Dr. Phil and Mainu.
It isn't about having a business that does outrageously well and achieves fantastic sales and gives 10% of its of whatever it makes to some charity out there. Really, what we want to do is to encourage businesses to think about how you integrate transforming quality of life as the way you do business. So, for example, one of the businesses that's been applying some of our principles is a construction business, and what they've done is, they more than doubled their turnover within 4 months, right? At a time when construction has gone down by 30%, and for the last 2 years it's been going down by 30%. But one of the things that they do is every time they get a contract, they proactively hire homeless people. They house them, they train them, and they become an integral part of the team. So you don't have to take any homeless person from the street. You interview them like you would, so you get people with the right attitude who are really motivated. They cost less, so you're increasing your profitability, and it creates such a buzz in the rest of the team, that they're actually dealing with a societal cause. And as a result, they've actually become like the favored contractors for a number of government organizations and charities, which is where building work is occurring. A lot of the private development has ceased. And once they cracked that made a huge difference. And literally contracts were rushed, and they within 4 months, they were able to double their sales. So it's a very soft, squishy, touch with the spirit stuff, but it's directly linked to bottom line.
What I gained today was a lot of excitement for my future. I can see that things are possible and achievable. I probably follow the advice of Minu and choose a day of the week where instead of working, I'll be thinking and planning for the future. Yeah, so stop running and start thinking. Yeah, a bit more.
We did a session with Minu in brand architecture, and I just wanted to say that it was absolutely brilliant. We just got it straight down to the point. It's just like that ability to narrow it down to one essential concept. The brand architecture workshop was fantastic.
It's useful to think about the position that I'm in at the moment and what I need to do to move forward and to develop my business. I think the interesting point which came up incidentally in discussion was the contrast of working in the business or working on the business. Yeah. And I think there's a need to work on the business a bit more.
My mind sparked off all over the place today because I've been obviously very busy in the current role, or that I'm just finishing up on now. So this was me space today. I think one of the things that I aspire to do is all very well. I've got a lot of commitment and enthusiasm, and what we've done today is we've looked at what the potential blockers are. Right. And just the very simple image of where those blocks come from.
The workshop's been really interactive, stimulating, and the people here have been fantastic.
And there was a lot of nuggets there to implement, which was a key buzzword, action. And following on from Manu's talk about the 19 steps and covering 2 of them, yes, it was useful to sort of identify your typing, yet another tool of typing to contain, but one that was very easy to swallow. So that could be quite useful in creating teams to steer success. And also what was really wonderful, I think, was a little group exercise probably, where we all paired up and then we actually worked on somebody's project and actually to see how we can move that forward. I thought that was probably by far the most beneficial, because that's about actually creating something as an outcome which we can carry through away from this morning seminar.
These sessions are good because they don't have a fixed structure. They're very fluid, and so kind of anything can happen, even though the end game is a fairly structural and action-based and implementing one. So yeah, it was cool.
Today has been fantastic. Whenever you come to any of these do's with Minu and Phil Blackburn, you always get quite a lot of great value, and I'm not just saying that, it's practical. I like that.
The sustainable, resilient business model of the future is one where business is in service of transforming quality of life on the planet. And businesses are hungry to be supremely successful, because the more they are that way, the more there is for them to make available. One of our principles is there is nothing to sell. You never sell. Right, Caroline? You never sell. Caroline's been a part of the Federation movement for a while. You never sell. There is nothing to sell. All there is to do is to share. And really what you're doing is offering people a gift to be a part of what you're sharing. So our companies double, triple, quadruple their turnover within months. Once you get what is it that you really want to share, that's where the precision is really important. So this thing about, what's our audience, how do we get the audience, you're really not going to get anywhere. You've got to really get that niche. And the more precise you become, the more connected you become, the more clear you are about your mission. You put all of those things together, and all there is to do is to share.